All right, so we've already talked about compound interest, but when it's compounded continuously, it's slightly different formula that we would use. So it is A equals PE raised to the R times T power. Okay, this is when it's compounded continuously. So it's just continuing to compound over and over and over, right? So A is still our future amount. The amount we'll have after so many years, with the interest rate and everything. P is still your principal amount, your initial investment. E, if you'll remember, it's a decimal, so it's approximately 2.72. That is rounded. So E is just a decimal number. Oh, and you can't see it. E is just a decimal number that keeps going on and on and on and on. So it's approximately 2.72. R is just still our interest rate as a decimal, and T is time. Okay. So let's look at an example of what that looks like. So example 1, if you invested $350 at a 4.5% continuously compounded interest rate, okay, so let's go ahead and label some of this, right? So P, my initial amount I'm investing, is $350 at a 4.5 continuously compounded interest rate. So 4.5% would be 0.045. How much money would be in your account after 8 years? So T is 8, and we're trying to figure out our A, right? So A equals P times E raised to the RT power. So my A equals P, 350, times E raised to the 0.045 power times 8. Okay. So all we have to do is type that into our calculator, right? So 350 times E raised to the 0.045 times 8 power. We get 501.67. Okay. So A, my amount I would have would be $501.67. Okay. So that's if you invested $350 after 8 years at a 4.5 continuously compounded interest rate, you would have $501.67. Okay, so let's say you invest $8,000. So your P is 8,000. You're investing 8,000 at an annual interest rate of 10% that is compounded continuously. So 10% would be 0.1 as a decimal, because if you move it 2 times, it's 0.1. How much would be in your account after 12 years? So your T would be 12, and A is what we're trying to figure out, right? So A equals 8,000 times E raised to 0.1 times 12. So we're just going to type that into our calculator. So we have 8,000 E raised to the 0.1 times 12. And you would have, a lot of money. So you would then have $26,560.94.